OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho, music. OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho. Music. OtisWho. Music. OtisWho. Music. OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho. Music. OtisWho. Music. OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes, 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 yes. I am here. I am here. Whether you want me here or not, I am here. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the OtisWho podcast. I am your host, OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes, yes, yes. Very much so. Very much so. I am here. Thank you for tuning in to all of you 4 people, minus 1, because 1 is me, who's tuning in right now. I do thank you. Thank you for all my loyal supporters and listeners, which is averaging 5 people live. I don't care. I love you all, and I thank you for that. I thank you for that. It's great to have a platform, not making money off of it. Just great to have a platform, able to have your own, to come and just talk mess, talk, get things off your chest. Not trying to impress anyone. I'm really not trying to change individuals' mind. I just want to have a spot where I could just come, where there's only 2 to 1, 5 people just listening, just have a conversation. I had a great conversation. Shout out to the Sharon Bracey show. I love being on this panel at times. I really do. We had a great conversation today. I think it was great. I like dialogue. I like the interaction. I just like it. It grows you. It just builds up your mind. You hear other people's side of their conversation, how they think, how they feel, how they move. But yeah, also too, which I definitely want to talk about. I'm going to be all over the place, so please excuse me. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I don't mind saying that. I don't try to appear to come across as being smarter than I am. I was a C student in high school. Could I probably apply myself more? Yeah, but I was a C student in school. I'm not going to even lie to you. I like business classes. There are certain classes and courses that I really just is drawn to. Anything else was just boring to me, so I just did enough just to get by. But and the whole point of saying that is this. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. The whole point of saying that is there's more people like myself who just have just a little bit of college education. I have enough credit hours to have a associate degree, but I don't even have an associate degree, but I did spend like 3 years in college coming straight out of the Army when I was over in the first Desert Storm. So again, I'm not the smartest by far, and I'm definitely not the dumbest. So with all that being said is, I love to have conversations with individuals. I really, really do. But there has to be some type of standard of a conversation. The basic criteria needs to be met. This is where I'm getting at. I was on Sharon Bracey's show today, part of the panel, and it was 2 individuals that were a guest for the first time over on the Sharon Bracey show. If you're not subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to his channel, Sharon Bracey, the Wildest Wake Up Show. Good guy. We don't agree all the time, but good guy. So with that being said, it was 2 gentlemen over there. And as they were talking, I found myself aligning with them based on what they were saying. Because honestly, I live a particular lifestyle that's not common. Those who know me, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't talk about it a lot for obvious reasons. But when these 2 gentlemen came on the panel, not that they live the same lifestyle, but the way they were talking, certain tenets, certain characteristics, certain topics that they were bringing up, like titles and the true trust and deeds, things of that nature, it kind of rung a bell. And I get what they were saying, the unity of us as a people and all that. I understand. And one gentleman brought up the point which was true, that they took cursive writing out of schools, and he was trying to correlate that into financial education, for as you have to be able to learn how to sign your checks. He was trying to make his point. I was with him to a certain degree. He was trying to make his point, but the cursive aspect, just to me, it wasn't enough. He was homing in on it too strong. Yes, I agree. I don't understand why. I'm all over the place. Why on God's green earth would they take cursive writing out of schools? I don't get it. Fair question. But he was trying to correlate that to financial literacy. Didn't really quite get the correlation. It was too minor. It was too much of a low-hanging fruit. Now, I do, and there was another question brought up, which is a great question. Do we rely on the public school system to teach us, our kids now, about financial literacy? Is it incumbent upon our schools? My answer to that would be, on the surface, yes. Because I can remember, and hopefully I'm not lying and putting things in my head, I can remember, but it wasn't a lot of classes on it, but I think I can remember that they taught us how to write a check, how to quote unquote balance a checkbook. I could be wrong, but my subconscious is kind of telling me I think they did teach me that in high school. I mean, in a school. I'm thinking they did, but they didn't last or dwell on it for too long. I could definitely say that. If they even did, I could be wrong. So my question for real is, no, it's two-part. One, they're not going to teach you. They're not going to, because it goes against the grain, the system. They don't want you to know financial literacy. And two, the financial literacy that they do want you to learn is just the basics, just to keep you dumb enough, hate to say it, I included myself in that, just to know the basics. They don't want you to look past the overarching part of the financial literacy. But it's out there. The overarching points of financial literacy, learning stocks, which they don't teach you that in school. I do know that for a fact. They should teach you how to read the stock market or open up a newspaper and read the stock pages in high school. They didn't teach me that in high school. I had to learn it on my own. And I'm not going to even lie. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was in my late 20s when I self-taught myself how to read the financial pages and how to read the stock market. They didn't teach you that in school. Somebody also, but he brought up a point on the panel today. The gentleman, I do believe his name is Red Pill. He said that they only teach the real type of financial literacy, and I have to agree, in certain private schools, quote unquote, it's not a racial thing. The Jews, they teach that in their schools. I would definitely have to agree with that. They do. Not only do they teach it in their schools, they actually teach it in their own homes. We need to be teaching financial literacy within our own homes. But to be honest with you, some of the parents don't have financial literacy. And that has nothing to do with race at all. That goes across all races. Come on now. The financial literacy is not there. The average person probably don't even know how to balance their checkbook. Do they even still balance checkbooks these days? Do they? I think not. That is crazy. I bet you 9 times out of 10, you know how much in your check account by putting up the app on your phone and looking at it. You're not going back and looking at your financial statements to make sure and verify that everything is accurate. You're just looking at that app, your bank app, to see how much money you got left after you went to McDonald's or you filled up your car. That's all you're doing. That's not financial literacy. So I get the point. I really, really do. I get it. We are way behind. Not as a people, but as, when I say people, us as black people, we are way behind. And also, too, let's keep it real. The white community, they're way behind as well. It's only the elites that teach financial literacy on that level that needs to be taught. Well, what level is that, Otis? I mentioned it slightly on Sharon's show today. You have to learn what what they call in the far as filing your taxes, you have to know what the accrual method of filing your taxes. I'm not going to get into it now because this is what this podcast is not about, but just don't take my word for it. Please do your own research. You have to do the accrual accounting method to file your taxes. That way you can get all your credits and things of that nature. I was self-taught that by individuals outside of your traditional schools. I was taught that, and I implement that, and it works. So they're not obligated. The government, the schools, they're not obligated to teach you the financial literacy that you need to have to get ahead in this world. They're not supposed to, they're not required to teach you that. But I will say this, the information is there. It really is. And I don't want to be, of course, I'm not the only one, but I don't want to be the only one within my peers that know of the accrual counting method. So now I'm not, because I'm putting it out in the atmosphere, in the YouTube arena. Go do your research and go talk to your accountant if you have one. Please do your research. That's one of the ways that you could do and practice financial literacy. There's a lot of them. Another way and reason why the quote unquote Jewish community or the elite community, because it's not just the Jewish community. I'm not going to say that. That sounds crazy. Simple, and we don't practice this. We don't do it ourselves. I do, and it's real simple. If you have kids right now under the age of 18, and you have one good credit card, you haven't missed a payment on it at all. That one credit card is good. Now let's keep it real. I know you have to do your own research. Some of the averages are, which I'm not going to speak on numbers. I don't know what the average, but how many people have an average credit score of 600 and above, or 700 or above. It's hard, trust me. But if you got it, hold on to it. Hold on to it. If you have a 650 or 620 and above credit score, hold on to it. Maintain it. If you got one credit card that you haven't missed a payment on, or you just missed one payment, but if you have a good payment history, add your kids to that account as an authorized user, especially if they're under the age of 18. The younger they are, the better. The better. This is how you build wealth and start your child out on the right path. Again, that one credit card that you have a good payment history on. Call the credit card company and have them add your child to it as an authorized user. You don't need the card. If they send it to you anyway, cut it up and you don't stop making a payment. It's called piggybacking, and it's legal. Don't miss a payment. Every time you make a payment, your child's credit score is rising and soaring. So by the time he or she graduates from high school or college, or mainly high school, their credit score is 750 plus. Now they're ready for the real world. They have established a credit history, all because you put them down as an authorized user on one card. Try to do more than one, but at least start off with one. Don't give them a card yet until you teach them financial literacy and how to be responsible. But you have to be financial responsible your damn self. Don't miss a payment. That's where it starts right there. I promise you, and watch what happens. Now, don't get greedy like we do and start using your kids' information and put them right back in the hole that you was trying to get them out of. It has to start somewhere. That's what they do. So when they get out of high school, their credit score is already ready. Now they're able to go get them a vehicle, go get them an apartment. They're already set up. They're ready. That's just one thing. That's just one. It doesn't stop there. But that's just one easy way to start your kids on the financial literacy route that they need to have and to start their credit score on the path that it needs to be at by the time they reach high school. By the time they reach college. Now, once they go to college and you prepare them and you hopefully they get the right, they take the right college courses, business, and things of that nature. Now they're ready and they have the credit worthiness to go out and start their own business or whatever they decide to do. But they're ready because the credit score reflects that. Same thing works with a business. Get a business. I'm not finna go, that's a whole nother story. But I know I'm rambling, but I'm just hearing the conversation. Now let's back up a little bit. I apologize for rambling. I ramble a lot, but hopefully you're getting some information out of this. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But we do lack financial literacy. We do. We lack it. We lack it. We don't know about what I just gave you, that other trick right there. We don't know about owning nothing, controlling everything. We don't know about that. Own nothing, control everything. If you have your home, that home should not be in your name. Simple things like that. Tax purposes and all that. Again, that's the financial literacy. If you have a home right now, it doesn't have to be paid off. They tell you it does, but it don't. Do your research. The home should be in a trust right now. Everything I'm telling you, by the way, I live and I can prove it to you. Everything I'm telling you, by the way, I live and I can prove it to you. For real. So I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. I can't really go into details like I used to in the past because it's not for everyone and everyone is not worthy of this information. Well, who is worthy, Otis? The ones who can do their own research, the ones who can hear exactly what I'm saying and go pick a certain key phrase or word and go do their own research like I've done and watch it manifest. Watch it. But it starts with the little things. It starts with the little things. I promise you, within this stuff works. It starts with the little things. But first things first, I'm going to go back to it again. I'm going to say it one more time because somebody had to hear it. This is not for everybody. If you have one credit card that you have not missed a payment on, or you missed one or two, it's in good standings. And the older it is, the better. Put your child down there as an authorized user. Just that simple. When they send you the card, don't give it to them until you feel that they're ready for it, or they never have to get it. Don't you miss the payment. Don't you do it. So when they're prepared again, when they walk across that stage of high school, they're ready. They already got a jump. I'm telling you, that's just one of the ways. Let me digress a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Why is it within our own community, that when you die, you have to start doing fish, you selling fish plates with spaghetti, which you don't eat everybody's spaghetti. You have to do GoFundMe. That's embarrassing and it's ridiculous. Why is it that we have an issue and we think it's a scam when you don't have life insurance on your grandparents or your parents that's are of age right now? Why is it considered a scam? Why? If you are an adult child and your parents are still alive and you don't have life insurance on them, you're an idiot. And you're uninformed, and that needs to change. And that's running rapid within our community because we are uninformed. We should have life insurance on each other and don't miss a premium payment at all. It should be at least a minimum, which ain't nothing, a minimum of $500K. But if not, I mean, for real, 1 to 2 million if you can afford the premium. And in the event when God calls you home, because it's going to happen, the family is funded. But why is it within our community, the Black community, that we frown upon that. We think it's a scam. You're trying to get over. When in actuality, that's how you build your family wealth. Trust account. My fault. You get a trust, a family trust, life insurance. The beneficiary of the life insurance is the family trust. So when one person is called home, the trust is funded. And the beneficiaries, which will be the kids and the remaining spouse, lives through the trust. It's not complicated. No, they don't teach you that in school. Of course they not. But what I just told you, I promise you, is so simple that it's complicated. But it's simple as hell. I'm living it. Life insurance is not a bad thing. You guys should have a family meeting right now. That's the quote unquote come up. We all gonna die. We all got a due date. The family needs to benefit off that. Forget what it sounds like. The family needs to benefit off your death. Your estate needs to benefit. You need to fund your estate so the family can benefit. That's what the 1% do. You could say Jews or whatever, but that's what they do. That's what they do. Do your research, whole life or whatever. I'm not here to go into all that. Do your research, and I'm not talking about that Prime America bullshit. Yeah, I said it. Do your research. Learn these techniques. Learn them. Do research and put them into fruition. Please, this stuff works. It works. The conversation was needed on Sharon's show today. Yes, it was. It was. There's nothing wrong with pushback. Again, now let me get back on that. I'm going to be all over the place. I'm sorry. I am who I am. The two gentlemen that came up there, I'm going to chalk it up that they were just too high. They were just smoking on too much weed, because I get like that sometimes, and it's hard to articulate yourself. I've been there. It happens to me. So I wanted them to articulate themselves so well, because I rock with Either Man, business owner, conservative, voted for Trump. I'm a businessman. I sit on several boards of my own trust that I granted. I'm showing out. Yes. I'm a conservative thinking man. So when Either Man came up to challenge the two individuals who, for real, I aligned with them the way they were talking about the community and about the lack of financial literacy, I aligned with them. So Either Man came up to challenge them. A little aggressive. Now, I would say that. I admit that. A little aggressive, but still a challenge nonetheless. And to me, as much as I wanted them gentlemen to win, they didn't answer the question. To me, they failed the challenge. And I wanted them to win. See, there's a difference between studying and reading information, knowing that the information is right, and not implementing it and putting it into action in your own world. Either Man asked him specifically, yes, I hear what you're saying. It sounds great. What are you doing to show your results within the community? Well, he asked for the money. How does that translate to money? But I was more specific. How does what you're doing and your belief system translate to you helping your community or helping one grow financial illiteracy? My fault, financial literacy. I said illiteracy, Lord have mercy. How is it making or helping the individuals learn financial literacy? I wanted them to answer that because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. They came on the panel. Okay, now somebody that hopefully they can articulate. And for the record, let me back up a little bit. I sometimes don't articulate myself well enough. I can admit that. So when these two gentlemen came up, I was hoping they're going to get it. And they failed. I get what they were trying to say. But in today's day and age, especially on that particular panel I was on, you got to come ready. You got to come ready. You have to stand on your square, get your point across, and then fall back. That's what I call myself doing. Because you're already going to be, quote unquote, which is nothing wrong with it. I understand, know where you at. Learn and read the room. It's already one versus whatever. It's like that in a good way. Got to be thick-skinned. I'm only scared of one person over there. 5 is reasons. But other than that, you got to have thick-skinned, learn how to get your point across. It will make you a better orator and a better individual of getting your point across. For the record, they didn't get their point across. They were rambling a lot, and they were interjecting a lot, going against the grain and going against their own information that they were spewing. And it sounded so good. But when it was put back in the mirror of their face, they really didn't answer it. One slightly did. His name is Rick Ross. He slightly did, but not really, but he slightly did. And I wanted them to win so bad. So I give that round to Either Man. And that is what happens in my particular lifestyle so much. Unfortunately, there's a lot of individuals who think the way I think, and they talk the way I talk, but they don't have any real proof or information of how they live that lifestyle that they talk. See, I've already proven mine. And if you don't know about it, I'm sorry to tell you, but mighty glad to let you know everything is public record. It's not doxing, especially with me. It's not doxing. All my stuff is public record. I give actual and constructive notice. I know what I'm doing, so you can't dox me. I'm living my truth, and I'm standing on it. And only a certain people within me that know me know I'm standing on it. See, again, like I say, I know I can walk into any government building. My name is on the list. They don't mess with me. When I do have to go to court, they make sure nobody is in there. But I don't even have to go to court anymore because I've already proven who I am. So therefore, I don't need to go to court. You only go to court when you need a lawyer to talk for you because you are legally dead. See, I'm getting over somebody's head now. Do your research. I'm him for real. I'm him for real. I'm only 5'10". I only weigh 175 pounds. On the scale of 1 to 10, attractiveness, I give myself a 7. Because on some days I'm an 8, some days I'm a 6. All depends on how I wake up. I'm a 7. Above average. I'm him. I've set up certain things with my paperwork, and my paperwork precedes me. So they know who I am without even me going into a building. They know me. So therefore, I don't have to show up. I let my paper work. Woo! That's how that works. But you have to find this journey and do this stuff yourself. There's more than one way to skin a cat. All that. It's way more than one way to skin a cat. But just do your own studying. And don't succumb to this foolishness of all the politics that's going on. It's all crazy and just designed to keep you involved in this foolishness. And while all that is going on, the world is still moving. The truth is still doing what it's doing while the world is conflating and keeping you confused. Your bills are still due next month. All that is still due. You still got to go eat because even though the prices are still going up, you still got to go spend some money. So that part doesn't change. So stop getting all confused and tricked. I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. But shout out to you. Hey, we just hanging out. Whoo! What's going on? Let me see. Okay, somebody made some. Let me see what's going on. Okay, shout out to the chat. Let me see. Otis, you really are good with this. I wish you would be a regular on Sharon's show again. But I understand. Thank you. Thank you for the good info. Thank you, Calm Cloud, Cheryl. Thank you. I appreciate that comment. And yes, I know you understand why I can't. Listen, I'm glad you understand. Thank you for leaving the comment. But yeah, you have to learn how to read the room for real. Learn how to read the room. I'm a character myself within my own realm. I know I am. So I know how it goes and I know how it is when you visit other people's spots, and especially if you understand the setup and know what's going on. Yes, I'm not gonna even lie. On Sharon's channel, I don't agree with a lot of things. I don't, but I respect him. But I don't agree with his particular panel format for us the dropping of people and things like that. But it is what it is. Again, I try to live by the code I've set, which is, again, I read the room. I know when I'm on the panel, I'm probably the only one who has this particular frame of mind. I'm like the only one. So it's one versus at least two or three at all times. At all times, it's one versus at least two to three. You have to be able to handle that. You really do, because they do hit below the belt instantly and on a regular basis. And unfortunately, I could deal with it with the men. I don't mind going back and forth with a man. I mean, that's just part of it. That's the bravado. That's the beating of the chest. That's the ad hominems and all that. Brownsville does it well. But it concerns me when a woman does it. I don't go after women like that. I don't do that. I don't. It's very uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. The optics doesn't look well, so I don't do that. But to be called out your name by a woman on several occasions, all because she or they don't agree with your ideology, or you didn't articulate yourself the way they thought you should, is just outrageous. So that's the one thing, one of the biggest things that I dislike about that particular platform. But other than that, now let's say some positive things. I'm not going to even lie. The positive to that would be they do challenge me to get my words together and be more accurate and on point and not bloviate and get straight to it. I will give them that, because I love hearing the other side. I really, really do. But one thing that you're not going to do is you're not going to push me or paint me into a corner. If I don't agree with what you're saying, I don't agree with what you're saying. Perfect example. I was on this show yesterday and we were discussing the 4-star general, the black 4-star general that President Trump replaced with a less experienced white general. He's not even a 4-star general. I don't know how many stars he has, but he's not even a 4-star general. So optically, like I said, it looks bad optically. But at the same time, the president has every right to pick and choose who he wants, whether we disagree with it or not. And those are just the facts. And I could take the emotion out of it. I'm not going to try to race bait you or anything. Optically, it looks bad. He being the 4-star general, the black 4-star general, and forgive me, I don't know his name, if I can find his name as I talk to you. Him being a 4-star general, he's been in that position for 2 terms, 8 years plus. As a matter of fact, Trump is the one that brought him into the position when he was in office last, and Biden kept him there. So can we really say it's a racial thing? Because he kept him there in a position. Now, I'm smart enough and have common sense enough to know that, and you know this too, stop it. That's why to me, that conversation to me was a little bit disingenuous yesterday, coming from Brownsville and Sharon a little bit, because they quick to tell me I'm being disingenuous. But to me, it's being disingenuous when you're trying to race bait your audience. To me, that's a race bait, and you're trying to scare the people. You really are. Because again, optically it looks bad, but at the same time, he's the president of the United States, and he can have and pick anyone that he chooses that he wants to be by his side, because let's keep it real, and that's what drove people crazy. He wants people of like-mindedness by him. Yes, there's an argument that the military is a biased aspect of the branch. You're not supposed to be politically aligned. Of course. And I get that. And that's common sense. I get that. But at the same time, because two things could be true and going on simultaneously, and people don't want to admit that. At the same time, we know who Trump is, and let's take Trump out of it. Any president would want an individual by their side who aligns with them. That's your press secretary. What's the title of what's the president's right-hand man or right-hand person? It's not the press secretary. Is it the press secretary or the I forgot the damn title. Is that what it is? No, it's not the press secretary. It's something. The chief of staff. Thank you. I'm sorry. The chief of staff. You want your chief of staff to align with you. And that one person that you have within that joint military, you would want him to align with you for real. That's not saying, hold on, give me one second. I'm sorry. Hello? You outside? Okay, all right. That's not to say that, and let me make this explain so I won't confuse people. Just because you're just because you're a joint chief of staff may have the same ideology as you, Mr. President, and is aligned with you from A to Z, Mr. President, I can honestly say within myself, the people around that table, the other staff around the joint chiefs of staff, that information would get to the president, the right information. You cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot tell me that. And I'm going by this. He was in office the first time in 2016. We didn't go to war at all. So why are you trying to scare the people and think that we're going to go to war again? That's not going to happen. I believe that's not going to happen. So stop race baiting and stop trying to scare the people. Now, for the record, again, optically, of course, it looks bad. It does. But that's his prerogative. I'm going to sit back and wait. Again, he hasn't even been in there long enough. He being the person he just chose to take the black general spot. Yes, I don't agree. I do not, as of now, agree with the move, but at the same time, he has the right to do it. It is what it is. Let's wait and see. We have no choice. We don't. Let me go let my cousin in. He has the extracurricular activities that we need. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me play this real quick. Bear with me. Thank you, guys. I'll be right back. It's going to be less than 1 minute. Let me just play this. I got to let my cousin in real quick. Thank you so much.
OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
OtisWho, music.
Thank you. My fault. That was less than 30 seconds, I believe. I'm back. Had to let my cousin in. But yeah, again, shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to my rant. I'm just ranting. I really am. I'm just ranting. Thank you for listening to me. What else can I rant about? But yeah, that let me continue what I was saying as far as the conversation that we had yesterday on the Sharon Bracey show when I was on the panel. What did he say? He said something I wanted to address. Damn, what did he say? And I mean by he, I mean Brownsville, because Brownsville, which I would consider the co-host over there, he is something else. He likes to use ad hominems like it's just candy. He just threw them out there, bless his heart. But what did he say? He said something that threw me. Oh, he said something that kind of rubbed me a little bit. But it'll come back to me. But anyway, I digress. It'll come back to me. Like I always say, for those of you who are listening to me, I appreciate you. If there is a particular topic that you would like for me to touch base on or to give my opinion on, please drop it in the chat. I appreciate that. And I would definitely touch on it, give you the information that I have on it, if I have any information on it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But yeah, what else could I bring up that was touched on Sharon's show that was interesting? Think. It'll come to me. Oh, well, let's do this. Let's get off that. Let's talk about, I posted a video up earlier this week. It started to get its momentum regarding the truths about the Statue of Liberty. I was thrown back. When I tell you I did not know about this information, I don't know if you guys saw it. Matter of fact, I doubt it because it didn't get too many views, but it was started to get its traction. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I want you, if you could, when you get a chance, because I had it up and they took it down for copyright, but I'm going to bring it up and we're going to just talk about it briefly. I have no problem with doing that. Let's do that. Let me, because it was great information. It really was. I hate they took it down, but I get it. It's copyright, but we still going to talk about it though. Because I did play the whole damn thing. I played the whole thing. So I guess that particular channel didn't like that, but it is what it is. But I do want to discuss the topic at hand. So let me do this here. Let me stop it. Let me see. Okay, let me do that. Okay, bear with me. Let me pull it up. Thank you. Share screen. Hopefully I have enough. Okay, it should be okay. Share screen. Her name, I'm going to butcher it. Her name is Dr. Joy DeGroy or DeGroy. I might be pronouncing it wrong. But I'm going to pull it up and I want you guys at your own convenience to go and watch this video yourself, if you're even interested. But when I came across this accidentally, it tripped me out. I did not know that the Statue of Liberty had chains. I did not know that part of the commission of the Statue of Liberty, that the gentleman who's sculptured it, he honestly, matter of fact, let me stop rambling. I want her to tell you. Let's get right into it. Let me see at what point this is. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get straight to it. Hold on.
That they were born with the right to be treated with respect, and
all right, we're getting there. Here we go. Give me one
was born with the right.
What is this? Is it?
Of Liberty.
All right, here we go.
And as a former history teacher,
now, please, I'm going to be stopping it periodically per YouTube guidelines, but I'm going to be stopping it at the pertinent point. So please listen to what she says and how she describes the history of the Statue of Liberty. To me, I found it interesting. I really did. And for all you people who think and thought that the Statue of Liberty was a symbol for the gates being open for the immigrants, you are sadly mistaken. And they lied to us. Let's go.
I just love these historical facts. facts, right?
Yeah.
That we cannot negate, we cannot skip past. So you tell this story of the Statue of Liberty being commissioned in 1865 by the French artist, and the original drawing
Right.
of the Statue of Liberty.
And, that story, I had no idea that it resonated the way it did with folks because I was experiencing it, right? So it's actually, the whole story is in the book, the revised book. I actually put it in there. So it was around 2007, 2008. A friend of mine called me and said me, Joy, and this friend, Floyd Myers, brother of Heavy D, he called me, says, Joy,
Real quick, shout out to Heavy D. May he rest in peace. Yes, sir.
he lives in Mount Vernon. And our families are really close. He said, I got a new job. I said, what's the new job? He said, I work for the Department of the Interior. I said, really? He said, I'm over all the national parks for the state of New York, right? So forestry department, all of these. He said, I'd like you to come to the Statue of Liberty. I said, no. And he said, no, why not? I said, I'm not going, Floyd. It's going to make me mad. I'm not going. He says, well, why is it going to make you mad? I said, because, I've been to France. I'd actually seen the original drawings.
Now, here we go. Again, I had to stop it for YouTube purposes. I apologize. Now she's about to go into the historical facts and truth about the original Statue of Liberty. Here we go.
Of Bartholdi, who was the architect who did the sculpture. And I knew that the Statue of Liberty, and everybody knows in her right hand she's holding a torch. And I always ask my audience, what is she holding in her left hand? Right. And when I was at the Statue of Liberty, because I eventually agreed, because Floyd was insistent and he said, I can give you a pass. We can go up in her eye and everything. I said, okay. So when I go there, I'm going there with the knowledge that the Statue of Liberty was holding originally in her left hand broken chains. Again, commissioned 1865, pretty important date, end of slavery, end of the Civil War. All of those things were why she is.
Okay, perfect time to stop. She said the original painting, the original Statue of Liberty, the blueprints had broken chains. Broken chains that she had in her hands, representing 1865, around the time when they abolished slavery. Very important. Let's continue.
It's a statue of what?
Liberty.
Which makes sense. So she has broken chains in her left hand. Now she's holding a rectangular object with a Roman numeral on it. That's what she's holding. So I'm telling Floyd, I said, I know for a fact this is a historical document. I know it is. So first thing that happens when you go to Statue of Liberty, and I actually went to the first time with a friend of mine, and her name is Faith Holmes. And Faith is white, very white, blonde hair, blue eyes. She almost got us thrown out of the place. She had a meltdown, right? I'm going, look, you can't be melting down here. Okay, we're not having it, news at 11. So we're there, and I'm really, really very, very, the ranger who was, you get taken together and you get put in these groups, you're assigned a ranger. And he was very enthusiastic. He really was. A really enthusiastic man. He says, so now, I am going to be your ranger today. And they tell you more about the Statue of Liberty than you ever want to know. They tell you why it's green, because it was copper and it oxidized. They tell you how they got it over there. They tell you how they changed the torch a couple of times. They tell you that they even show you how thin it is, right? Just how thin the whole thing is, right? And he says, and if you have any questions, so of course.
Excuse me.
My head shot up, right? And I said, I was wondering if you're going to talk about the chains, right? So now you got to understand, every 20 minutes, thousands of people are getting off that ferry, coming to Ellis Island, coming to Statue of Liberty. So I say something about chains, and now you got people translating it into different languages. They go, she said something about chains, right?
Real quick, sorry, I had to pause it for YouTube purposes. I like her. And I can imagine her doing that because honestly, I would have done the exact same thing. You go to that particular Statue of Liberty or whatever particular location that you have facts about, and you have a tour guide there, and you want to just ask them just to see and know if they know the historical value and know this information. So I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't even consider that a challenge. It's just asking the question to see if the individual is knowledgeable or not. Here we go.
So because I knew that she was holding, those broken chains. So now at this point, I'm like, they got to be here somewhere. So Floyd and I are now looking for the historical document that I said, the picture of it. I said, they can't not have it. It's a Statue of Liberty. They got to have it there. So we go into the basement of the Statue of Liberty.
This was so crazy to me.
We're in the basement of the Statue of Liberty. We find the document encased in glass behind figurines facing a wall in a hallway. So here we have the truth hidden
in
plain sight. So I'm
Listen, she just said it. They had this. I'm not getting lie, but this is about my 8th time. This is my 8th time watching this. So the first time it had much more of a bigger effect on me. It had much more of a bigger effect on me when I heard it the first time. She said the original drawings of the Statue of Liberty was down in the basement, turned around against the wall with figurines in front of it, hidden in plain sight. The original drawing, which was what, Otis? Instead of the Statue of Liberty having in her left hand some type of book or whatever with the Roman numeral on it, it was broken chains representing that the United States is a land of liberty because the end of slavery. That's the whole purpose of the Statue of Liberty. I just learned this 4 days ago. That's the whole purpose. I digress. Let's continue.
Sitting there going, so Floyd, I take a picture of it. The picture is in the book, right? So I took a picture and I said, this is insane. I said, this is really insane that, here we have that picture. Well, I then asked my audience, who won the argument? Because Bartholdi insisted that the chains remain. He really did. He was adamant. He was an advocate for abolitionism. He said the chains got to stay. And I asked the audience, who won? Did Bartholdi?
I'm sorry, I had to stop it again. Pay attention to this part. Bartholdi, hopefully I pronounced his name right, but that's not his real name. Bartholomew. Don't be making up stuff. No, she didn't say Bartholomew. She said Bartholdi. No. But anyway, no, I'm not finna run it back. That's not important. Listen to what she's about to tell you. He insisted that the chains stay. He insisted. The chains must stay. The United States was trying their best to get him to change his mind. No, for obvious reasons. I'm not going there. You already know. They was trying their best to change his mind, but he insisted they must stay. Now watch this bullshit that took place.
Bartholdi win or did the United States win? And they always say, well, the United States won. I said, no, they didn't. Bartholdi won. The chains are actually still there. And they have always been there the entire time at her feet, where it is impossible to see them under any circumstances.
Yeah.
Those broken shackles are on both sides. On her, as she looks like she's walking, there are broken shackles at her feet. So the agreement was, we'll keep the chains, but we'll make it so no one can see them. Yeah. Because if she's on a pedestal, the Statue of Liberty, if no one who's ever been, sometimes they don't realize because we always see her like she's standing flat on the ground, but she's on a huge pedestal. Right. So you can't see over to see the chains. And if you're inside, you can't see them. So they're there and they're hidden. So now I'm feeling some kind of way, right? But I'm thinking, Floyd just got the job. You know what I'm saying? The man.
I can't let him lose his good black job.
The man, I can't get the man. So I took Floyd, and Floyd, being Floyd, he said, go on and bring it, Joy. Go on and bring it. So I spoke to his supervisor. I said, I would like to pay to have a picture of the chains at her feet. so that they're on display and they're explained. And he said, no.
Wow.
I said, tell you what I can do. I said, I'm sure that I can get, just cross the water, a black sculptor that will just sculpt that part. Because God knows they show you every aspect of the Statue of Liberty. And he says, yeah, no. I said, okay, I'm going to tell on you. And so I travel all over the world.
Yeah.
For a living, I travel all over the world. And I told this story. And I showed the pictures all over the world. So I get this call from the Department of the Interior. They said, we'd like to talk to you, Dr.
Peep game. She kept talking. She didn't take no for an answer. Go ahead, sister. She didn't take no for an answer. Well, her beautiful, educated ass. She knew the truth. She had the proof. And they told her no. So she went out and started talking about it. As you should. Watch what happened. Let's go, sister.
Girl, and I'm going, I'm not scared. I'm from South Central. But I did tell my family where I was going. So they call me and I come over and his boss, I think it was his boss's boss, who said to me, Dr. Degree, we want to, one, apologize and we want to acknowledge that we've been negligent and we want to correct this. We want to immediately correct this. And the first thing we want to do is, we want to hire you to train all our rangers. I said, okay. And we're going to correct this
Okay.
negligence we've shown.
Right.
So I didn't believe him. So I went back undercover, right? Because I wanted to know a couple of things. I wanted to know if they were going to first talk about the chains unasked, because I had asked about the chains, and I was.
Let me do this. Let me pause it right now. Plus, this would be a perfect time for me to give YouTube part of break so they won't get me for a copyright strike. But let me just show you the picture of what she's referring to. I can at least do that. Give me 1 second here. Let me show that picture. Give me 1 second. Because I want to share that with you, just in case you guys didn't see it. I can at least do that. Let me see here. Boom. And that tripped me out. I didn't even know it myself. That tripped me out. Let me add that to the scene. Yes, I do it right now. Let me add it to the scene. That is crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, let's continue. Let her finish. She's almost done. She's almost done. Give me 1 second here. Wow, I did not know this about our Statue of Liberty. That's our shit. That's our shit. But let her continue to tell you. Let her continue to tell you. Give me 1 second here. Where you at? Okay, continue. Dr. Joy Degree. That is her name. That is her proper pronunciation. Dr. Joy Degree. Please find her. Her information actually will be in the description when I'm done with this live. Her information will be in the description. Let's continue.
Signed with my little group. This is 2013, 2014. I'll go back, and I want to know if they've actually changed that. And my third visit, I go back and I have a great ranger. The ranger not only tells the story of the chains, turns to me and says, "This is American history I'm sharing. It is your history, and it is my history, and I am proud to tell the story." It's a white ranger, right? So I'm thinking,
Wow.
great, this is wonderful. And the next thing I know, well, on the second visit, I had seen the picture displayed, and all that was great. But then in 2019, May 23rd, the Washington Post, they now have a museum that wasn't there, and they have a huge museum now at the Statue of Liberty, and it says the Statue of Liberty was designed to celebrate freed slaves, not immigrants.
Come
Its
on now.
new museum
Come
now
on now.
recounts. And it goes on to explain
I was
that
talking. Let me back it up a little
the
bit. I
immigration
apologize.
came
I'm
later.
sorry.
That was great. But then in 2019, May 23rd, the Washington Post, they now have a museum that wasn't there, and they have a huge museum now at the Statue of Liberty. And it says the Statue of Liberty was designed to celebrate freed slaves, not immigrants.
I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to let it marinate. I don't care if you like it or not. You can log off. You can do all that. I'm going to stop it right there. She has the facts. It's proven. There's a history museum in there right now. The Statue of Liberty was not for the immigrants. It was for the freed slaves. I'ma just let that marinate for a minute. I have the right to. I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. For real. Hey, listen. Now to me, I can't wait to get around my married couple friends. We go out a lot, at least once a month. I can't wait to bring that up. See, I like talking about stuff like this. And also to the other people, no, I'm not a racist. I come across that way. I just talk shit. I love people. Trust me, if you know me, you know me. Listen, come on, I'm just talking shit. But it's all about, I love these two words. I love it. It's always about self-preservation. Always. Ain't nothing wrong with self-preservation. Nothing. Everyone should have self-preservation. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And if you want to put another coin on it or another label on it, then that's all on you. But the point is, I digress. The Statue of Liberty is not for no damn immigrants. Nothing against the immigrants, as long as you came here legally. Yeah, I said it. So damn. The movie Scarface takes on a whole new meaning. Remember the whole scene? That shit. Scarface take on a whole new meaning. Come on now. I ran somebody off. Bless their heart. Who do it? All right, here we go. Let's continue. We be almost done. Wow. With this story.
Its new museum now recounts. And it goes on to explain that the immigration came later.
Right.
Years later it came. It was literally commissioned to celebrate the end of slavery. But when black people walk through, you hear white people say, oh, well, my great-great and my great-great. But black men, women, and children feel no connection to Lady Liberty.
Come on.
But how much prouder would they be if they knew that their ancestors that didn't come through Ellis Island, that came chained together in the belly of ships,
Come on now.
that she was standing on those shackles? How much prouder would those young people be? How much honor would they display in understanding who paid for them?
Yeah.
You erased the chains, you erased me. So why don't
I'ma
we
stop it
show
right
the
there.
chains? And that was
I'm going to stop it right there. She said it. If you erase the chains, you erase me. I don't know if my explosion coming through loud and clear like it's supposed to, but that was appropriate to me. I'm going to say it again. If you erase the chains, you erase me. Damn. Hey, bruh. That's deep. That's deep. Let me take this on off. Yeah. Hey, that's deep. Damn. That's deep. How you feel about that, man? Tell me how, come on, bruh. Does that change your perspective of the Statue of Liberty, or did you even have one prior to hearing this information? Talk to me.
Honestly, you know what? Since I'm not from New York, I really didn't trip off of her like that.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew is they got a statue, we got an arch.
Right, that part, right. They got a statue, we got an arch.
Right.
Gateway to the West. Right, for sure.
Right.
You're right. I got you.
You know, welcome to New York, but
but now that you know,
yeah, now that I know, yeah, that changes a lot.
Changes a lot. That makes me now. Listen, we've always talked about going to New York.
Yeah,
for the garment district and things like that. Yada, always. But now I really want to go.
Yeah,
really want to go. That doggone museum been open since 2019.
Okay.
Man, I really want to go. Shout out to Dr. Joy McGree. Dr. Joy McGree for
degree.
That's what I said.
McGree, you said.
I said McGree. I'm sorry, Dr. Joy Degree. Okay, I apologize. I probably did. But yeah, I'm going to have her information at the bottom in the description. So after the live, please go follow her on. I believe she has an Instagram, Facebook, and a website, and she has a book, if not several books. So I will put her information at the bottom. So please follow up on her. Man, great information. Hey, I enjoyed that. I'm gonna even lie.
Yeah, that was good.
I had it up earlier on my page, but again, I didn't tell you. I got a copyright strike. So I had to take it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw it before you took it down.
Right. But that's why I'm going over it. So hopefully I don't get a copy strike on this one based on me how I'm doing. Hopefully I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, right.
Within the YouTube guidelines.
Right.
For sure. But yeah. But shout out to you guys for tuning in to me. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. But that was one of the stories that I definitely wanted to touch on. I'm just going by the seat of my pants. Listen here, this is the OtisWho podcast. I am your host, OtisWho.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I know. We just hanging out. Let's see here. What's up?
Nothing.
Let me see.
Real quick. What up, nation? I ain't get to speak to y'all, and I'm sorry about that. Got here a little late.
Let me see that lighter.
There you go. No problem.
I think I did. I think I need to start doing this. You know what? We just talking. That's why I like this show. We could just get off topic and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even lie. I believe, and I do know this because I used to do this. I smoke marijuana. Okay, we all know this. It's legal here in Missouri. Even before it was legal, I was smoking marijuana. But I can remember in my 20s, especially in my mid-20s, I would never smoke marijuana until after I got off work. I can remember that. I never took a drink. I was never a hard drinker, but I would never drink or smoke weed until after 5, 6 o'clock. That was just something that I had in my mindset, for real. So I can understand. I get it. I don't know what transpired or what happened. I cannot pinpoint it. But in my, I believe, 30s, early 30s, that went out the window. I can't remember. It did. So my point is this. So now I bring it full circle and forward up to current times, me being 54, And I've already known this. I'm just ranting and talking out loud now, and I'm grown. I've already known the common sense shit, but then you know the shit happens. And if I'm doing this, trust me, the man next to you or woman next to you is doing the same thing. 9 times out of 10, the numbers are high. When I was on a panel this morning, nothing to smoke, clear-minded. I had coffee, so that had the caffeine energy in me. I felt like I articulated myself much better without the marijuana, me being high on the panel. Just me. People may disagree or whatever, but I felt like I held my own. I got across what I wanted to get across. And I just felt good with my answers. That's what I should say. I'm getting my words together. I felt good about my answers.
You had better clarity.
I had better clarity. Yes, I'm rambling. Thank you, sir. I had better clarity. You come here, but first of all, let me slow up. I said you like it's a bad thing, because it's not. But I'm going to say it again because it's YouTube and it's visual. But then you come here with the weed, which we're going to keep it going, by the way. Now I'm a little high, and now I find myself back in that cloud like I'm usually am in, and realistically not happy with my performance because I know I could be way more sharper. I'm just being real. I'm being transparent right now. It is what it is. But listen to me. There's a method to the madness. And I've always known this. Oh, now sometimes me being high based on the weed, whether it's a sativa or a indica, that makes a big difference.
Indica, sativa.
Because the indica, that tends to, ain't no tend to it. It makes me, it gives you energy. It makes you, I'm not gonna say it gives you energy. Let me stop lying. Slow down, Odit. It gives you a more focused point on what you're doing. You're not getting lazy. You don't want to sit back. It makes you focus on what you're doing.
No.
That's what the indica does. No, my fault. That's a sativa. That's a sativa. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me, sir. Wow. See, I was giving wrong information. Thanks, cuz. You sure right. Sativa gives that. The way I remember sativa is because sativa reminds me of my wife's first name, and she's a little feisty little sucker. So that's what made me remember what sativa does to you. Yeah. But for some reason, I failed this time. Yes, sativa is the one with the energy. Indica is the one that makes you want to sit back and forget what the hell you doing.
And go to sleep.
Right, that part. So my fault. Thank you for correcting me. So my point is, if you have the right sativa, it'll get you locked in and you could do what you have to do.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Yeah, focus.
But if you're on the indica, that, which I believe, is this what we smoking now? Or a hybrid which leans on.
No.
Oh, these just some little concoctions you've been putting together?
Yeah, the one you on now is a cocktail.
Cocktail, yeah.
So that's got a little bit of everybody in it.
A little bit of it. Yeah. So my point is, because I'm rambling and getting back to the point, I need to get back to that adage of no smoking until after 5 o'clock. As an example, like I was doing back in the day, especially when it comes to me doing stuff like this, because I had a clearer mind and I was ready to go. Boom, 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 bye, bye, boom, bye. It is what it is. Or maybe it's just the weed talking now, and I'm just talking shit, and I'm gonna be high tomorrow morning, going live. I don't know.
I'm waiting until you finish, man. Shit.
Go ahead. Hey, we have the conversation. Go ahead. We have the conversation. I'm just listening. Oh, you wait for me to land the plane? Yeah, we just have the conversation. Well, puff pass though. You got me holding this damn roach.
Hey man,
puff pass. Come
you
on,
the one got my lighter.
But yeah, man.
But
serious. I'm serious about that. Damn.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry I can't speak for you, and I'm sorry that you went through life that way.
Oh God. Hey.
I mean, I'm sorry, man. I've been smoking. Well, you know what? I put it like this. My old man, me and him had a sit down, because he smoked. I knew he smoked. I just didn't mess with it because of
So your father smoked. Not to cut you off. I like to ask questions, and plus your story get be long and shit. So you and your father, because you have brothers, of course, going to the same house with you. So you and your father grew up smoking together. Which to me ain't nothing wrong with it.
No.
Okay, my fault. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Well, what age did you smoke with your father? Did you start smoking with your father? Because I don't think nothing wrong with it. If you're a certain age, shit.
19. No. Take that back. 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was. It was before I was getting shipped out.
Okay, before you went to the Navy, went to the Navy or the Army. The Army. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. Did your father know you were smoking prior to you smoking with him at 20, and he just didn't say nothing because it was like he knew what you was doing?
No, I didn't smoke till then.
Oh, that was your first time smoking.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, and he broke it with you.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, that's tight. Okay,
Right.
okay, I give you that.
Right.
Okay, I give you that. I like that. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I give you that. Damn, now that's tight. And he smoked that with you because you was about to get shipped off.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
But one thing he wanted to make sure, one thing is for certain, two things for sure. He wanted me to understand that, like he said, I'm a grown man. I'm gonna make my own decisions and I'm gonna make my own mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, out of anything and everything that you do, if you decide that you want to smoke this, don't mess with anything else.
Let that be your only handicap.
But this.
For sure. And I agree with that. I ain't gonna even lie. Yes. That is my only handicap.
I've never tried anything.
That part. Yeah, listen, again, let's have a conversation. And let's keep it real. Again, I'm 54. Matter of fact, we both the same age. Not to put your age out there, but I ain't finna be the only one. You 54.
You the 16th.
Let's keep it real. Yeah, okay, November 16th, and you
24. So I'm like
you a Sagittarius. What is your sign? You a Scorpio still?
No.
Oh yeah, you said that like you didn't want to be.
No, I'm Alpha and Omega.
Anyway,
the beginning and the end.
Okay, so what sign is that?
Capricorn, man. Come on.
That's the beginning. I don't. Okay, well, yeah, my sister's Capricorn. Okay, whatever. My sister and my father. The what?
Starts at the end of the month, begins at the beginning of the new year. Starts at the new year.
Okay, I got you.
Starts at the beginning of the year.
Even though that's not the true actual calendar, so they really don't.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, so you can't go around and saying that.
Running through the 13 months.
Okay. See, but that's why I like talking to you, because we get all deep and shit. But anyway, but joking. What the fuck I was saying?
Your sister, something you was getting ready to start about your sister. We was talking about smoking, but
not my sister.
But you went into something.
I had no reason about talking about my sister.
All right. Well,
anyway, it'll come back again. The weed, right there. Or are we just getting older?
It's a little bit.
Do you find your memory slipping? I'm sorry, we just having. Or do you find your memory slipping, or it's just the weed, or it's Alzheimer's setting in?
No, well, you know what? When I hide shit from myself, that's the only time I'm fucked up.
Do you find yourself? You getting up to go get something, and you get up and you start to go up the steps, and you realize, what the hell am I going to get?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, I'm not the only one. That is crazy. I have to come back downstairs and sit down to remember. What the hell is that? Are we getting old and Alzheimer's setting in, or is that good ass weed?
No. Well, for me, it's.
You ain't got the MD behind your name. You don't know.
For me, I have 1,000 things running on in my mind.
Man, bullshit. No, I ain't finna go for that. Because if that's the case, I do too, which I really do.
And you do.
I really
correct.
do. No,
I mean, you'll be thinking about going to get something, but then all of a sudden something else will pop in your head. You start thinking about something else, and then you be like, in your journey of where you head, and you be like, what the fuck was I coming over here for? You already knew you was coming in the room.
Be careful with the F-bombs. I'm getting over.
You already knew you was coming in the room, but you can't remember what you was coming in.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Hold on, what was I coming in here for? Now, give yourself 2-3 seconds, you might remember.
I felt better about it when I saw my wife do it, because I was getting nervous. I was tripped. I said, oh shit, dementia sitting there. I hope that life insurance, I got to make sure that life insurance is straight like we've been talking about.
Right.
For real, I ain't gonna even lie. For real. Because not to tell my business, Me and the wife, we have had this conversation, and this is, even though I like these conversations, stuff just come up out the blue. You need to have these conversations for those who are listening to me right now. And I wonder if you have your situation set up like this. Do your wife know what to do with you in case you are incapacitated? Did you tell her that you want her to pull the plug or no, fine, or whatever? But you don't have to let me know. That's your business. But have y'all had that conversation? I don't mind sharing my business, but have y'all had that conversation?
No.
Now, see, I'm glad you're being honest. See, the wife and I, we had that conversation. I told her I do not want to be hooked up to no machines. Pull that shit. If I'm so-called brain dead, that's why it's already within our will and our trust. We already got that established. For real.
Yeah.
Cry, but pull that damn plug. Keep it going. It's some other language in there as well too, because I don't want to be in a particular state. For real. And so I ain't finna do that. Go ahead and let me go so you can get that insurance money and continue to live your life. And I mean that. That's not a bad thing to say.
No.
That's a reality. It is what it is. But my point is this. You guys need to have that conversation with your loved ones. Let them know and write it down. Write it down. Seriously. And let them know what you want done. If you even had that conversation. And at the bare minimum, get you some life insurance or just enough, the bare minimum, to bury yourself, but not to get morbid. Forget that. If you got to stop ordering what you need to order on Amazon, and if you do have a weed habit or whatever your handicap or your vice may be, whatever that is, if you need to cut back on it to increase their premium payment so you can have at least $1 million insurance policy, whenever God calls you home, because you're going home, you live in foul. It is what it is. I'm sorry. That should not be taboo. Yes, I'm going back in to the conversation I originally had when I first. Yeah, but it all ties in, man. We just talking. We just talking. Shit.
My thing is only conversation we've actually had is where to find the information as far as like 401s and stuff like that. Things that we might leave. Well, everything I'm leaving is going into the trust. So only thing that needs to be known and understood is who's my successor trustee.
Mm-hmm. But don't put all your business out there. But yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
yes, sir.
I mean that we have established that they understand the direction that I have that set established.
Yeah, but at least I having some type of conversation about that. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. The wife doesn't like talking like this, understandably so. But someone has to be the one within the family. That's one of the things for some of the women that may question, well, that's what I do. A man ain't got to do that. I don't need no man for that, because there are women out there like that, not trying to start nothing. Let me play this little thing, even though it's late, but it is what it is. Where is it? Even though it's late, but better late than never. I like it anyway. Here we go. Triggered. Yeah, I don't want to trigger nobody. But yeah, those are some of the responsibilities that the husband, not girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, supposed to do. Take it upon himself. You're supposed to initiate all that, have all them documents ready and prepared, and let the wife know where they at. Have her come down and sign it, read it when you guys go in front of the notary and things like that. And you should be able to articulate what she's signing and know exactly what's going on. And that's what takes place within our household, for real. No BS, no nothing. Everything is already set up, for real. And we have these uncomfortable conversations. It's not uncomfortable to me because I'm well, I wouldn't say prepared, but for lack of a better phrase, prepared and understand that. Listen, I seen the movie Lucy. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm joking, but I'm serious at the same time. Once you see movies like Lucy, I've already felt certain ways prior to Lucy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you see a movie like Lucy, it's like, wow. Yeah, so that's just the way I think. I'm a little off, as people say. So
Okay.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So I know I'm not going to be here. Actually, this is a little morbid. I'm just talking. I wanted to get this out for a while anyway. People say, Otis, you talk too much, but it is what it is. This is the Otis Who podcast. Yes, it is. So
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
it is what it is. Again, this is a videography. This is my diary. I'm just talking to my diary. Shout out to Dr. Dre on the, I think the soundtrack of Compton. Great song. I'm just talking to my diary. But this is a video diary. I find myself sometimes just waiting to go. No BS. I find myself just waiting. And even though I'm only 54, this sound messed up. And this is the first time I'm saying this out loud. And this is the God honest truth. I don't think it's morbid. I don't think it's strange. And I'm only 54. I'm in good health. I just came from my doctor, the VA. I'm in great health. I had a colonoscopy about 6 months ago. I'm fine. But I'm just being real. At times, I just be like, I'm just ready to go. I'm just waiting. I just find myself waiting.
Why would you
Why would I what?
be waiting?
I don't know.
I only say that
I kind of
because,
know the
you know
answer.
what?
I mean, great question. I kind of know the answer.
Listen. You know, only way that engine is shit. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Only way that engine is gonna shut off is if you want to shut it off mentally. You gotta mentally want to shut it down.
Bless you.
Excuse
man.
me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, I don't think like that. I look at. I'm looking at now. Okay, I done made it to 50, 54. That means I still got 46 more years go.
40, what?
46 more years.
100?
Yes, sir.
So what you going okay, see now, listen, man.
Listen.
What are you going to be doing at 100? At 100 years old? Are you going to be still mobile at 100? Are you going to be able to still be walking?
Who knows?
I'm
Only listen, dude. Listen. That's my goal. So I don't look at. I don't.
Okay, but
I'm not looking. I'm not looking to meet the Sandman just so soon.
I got
the
you.
Sandman gonna be there when I'm ready to go meet him. When I say I'm ready to go, that's when I'm gonna go.
I got you. Hey, we were just having a conversation.
You know
I got you.
But I know I'm not going till I reach my goal.
Of course.
So
I got you.
Mentally, that's. I mean, and it's naturally, man. Listen, you know.
No, man, you ain't saying that.
Energy.
You are, but you ain't saying that,
energy,
man.
I mean, listen. Do you? I mean,
Puff pass. Give me that, cause your ass.
You know what?
What?
I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what weed does for all of y'all out there. How if it trips y'all out or whatever it does to you. I don't know. I mean, I know me. I know the high is there, but I don't let the high control me.
Hey man, what in God's name are you talking about right now? Seriously.
So
what are you
anyway,
what are you talking about? See, okay, I'm cutting your mic off. Your ass high.
No.
No, your mic cut. Just give me a second. Just give me a sec. Hold on. Whoa. No. Just give me a second. No. Just give me a second. You coughing and shit. You up there rambling. I don't know if you're having just relax. I don't know if you're having a marijuana seizure right now. Because we got, it happens. I am witnessing a marijuana seizure right now. Just relax, calm down. He gonna be all right. I felt it for you. It happens. Hey, but what's going on? Everybody good out there? Yeah. All right. All right. What's going on? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to those who still watching. We just talking. We just talking. How long we been on? Damn, that's it? I swear to, woo, it feel longer than that. It's only been an hour and 39 minutes.
I guess I came late to the
Damn,
party. I was late by a few minutes. I wasn't late by much, but I late by a few minutes.
Man, it feel longer than it. But anyway.
Feel longer than that to you? Nah.
Yeah, it does. For real.
How?
I don't know. Let me see the lighter.
How?
It does. Let me see if I could let me see here. Let me see. But yeah, man, I had to seriously, no bullshit. I had to save you from yourself.
Your ass was
going down the
like I was gonna
rabbit
say,
hole or something. You went on a tangent.
No. I meditate. I mean, I meditate my energy.
Man, please don't
start your energy, man. You gotta get your energy tapped into the universe, dog. The energy.
What they got to do with what we was talking about?
Longevity.
Oh God. Okay, I got you. Let me see.
Eat right.
Where you at? Where you at?
Main thing is eating right, man. We drink coffee, I mean, coffee is good for you mentally. It kind of slows dementia and all that stuff, Alzheimer's, all that stuff. It helps to slow all that stuff down. So drinking coffee is a good thing. Teas, all of that, the green teas, stuff like that. Yeah.
Let me see here. Anybody that's listening, hey, please, if you have a topic or a comment, but preferably a topic that you would like for myself to touch on, or you just want to bring up, please drop it in the chat. I appreciate it, for real. I'm trying to look through my list of, oh yeah, this happened. I just want to talk about this because I think I have another story. Because for real, ICE, speaking of, ICE is out here doing exactly what, yes, they said that they were going to do. Here are the two stories right here. This happened in Liberty, Missouri, not too far from here.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. I want to share this story. That's what I wanted to do. We good. Thank you, Otis, for tuning in. I appreciate you. But yeah, I want to share this story with you. ICE is doing their thing, and I'm serious. Do you honestly think it's going to be a, you know how them Mexican festivals and things like that?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, Cinco de Mayo. Well, not Cinco de Mayo. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I apologize. I'm thinking about Mardi Gras coming up, which has nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. Well, Cinco de Mayo and all the other type of events that are coming up.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be light in the streets this year based on what's going on?
Man, they might cancel.
That's what I'm saying, for real. All jokes aside, I believe they are
just true.
going to cancel.
I mean, let's just be real about that. I mean, they probably end up canceling. I mean, because what's going on with this country, these people have lost their mind.
That is, let me, I want to share this story. This is not too far from where we at. We, of course, are here in St. Louis. This happened in Liberty, Missouri. It sounds sad, but at the same time, if it's true, it's true. Let's go.
And Friday, Sheriff Aiken says he didn't know.
Back up, my fault. Here we go.
We've been working for a lot of years together, and it wasn't just right for them to just come in here.
Tonight, employees at this restaurant in Liberty say they feel shaken up after a federal operation earlier today. The Clay County Sheriff Will Aiken told Fox 4 agents showed up based on one person's warrant, but they left the restaurant taking a dozen employees with them. I'm Lauren Halifax.
I'm Kevin Barry. Fox 4's Jacob Sloan is.
I'm gonna repeat what she said. The ICE agents came in with one warrant. Right. Off that one warrant, which what I always call it, the domino effect. Off that one warrant, they left with a dozen people. A dozen. Let's go.
been looking into this today. He spoke with the people at El Patro who were trying to stay open without 12 of their staff members.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office told us they were not a part of the operation here at El Potro. Sheriff Aiken only found out when he showed up to figure out what was going on. It happened around 10 a.m. Friday. Sheriff Aiken says he didn't know the operation was happening until he got a call.
I need to know what the heck's going on in my county. I mean, a federal agency is coming in and they're, conducting an operation. Again, if something happens in my county, I need to be prepared for that.
As soon as I heard, I hurried and made my way here. But unfortunately, when I got here, they already had them in the van, and they took 12 employees.
This video obtained by Fox 4 shows Homeland Security agents in El Potro Mexican Cafe in Liberty.
They come in here, they had guns, and they also had their face covered, and they blocked all the doors, and I mean, it just made everybody scared.
Sheriff Aiken says federal agents were on site for a single person's warrant related to child sex crimes.
What brought them there was that one person, but they were there for work site enforcement.
He says throughout the day, he saw misinformation shared on social media.
Really, it's gotten that far where we're afraid of brown people?
They hid up. Remember, you heard the phrase? I mean, the phrase they use. They was there for one person, but they used a phrase which they smart: work site enforcement, which means if you fit a particular profile, they could make sure you're legal, so they could cord you. Basically, the stop and frisk enforcement. I'm not questioning if it's right or wrong. I'm just breaking it down in layman's terms. That's what it is. That's what it is. Work enforcement. Okay, I hear you.
Asinine. But no one is taking into consideration that perhaps federal agencies are just doing their job. So be responsible when you're exercising your First Amendment right, and don't believe everything that you see on social media.
At El Potro, they're open Friday night. Even the owner is helping out by washing dishes.
We're open, and we're just to be a little bit patient with us. It's Friday night, so we're always busy.
El Potro had to close another location in order to staff this one and keep it open. Sheriff Aiken says there may be more operations in the future. If there are any questions about those, to reach out to the sheriff's office.
Now, let me be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. Hold on. Let me get this out the way. This is how I interpret that. Because, again, when I watch the news, I watch CNN and I watch Fox. Of course, CNN leans left, Fox lean right. Of course, to me, both of them are full of shit. To me, I know how to read between the lines. I promise you I do. I enjoy watching both channels. So with that being said, I know that particular news article or this news that we just saw leans to the left based on the story. They want you to feel empathy and sympathy for them. They even went so far as to say they had to close down one location just to staff the other location. And then the police officer even went along to say, so what, we as far as now that we're afraid of brown people? Well, damn, you're afraid of black people. So yeah, so I'm hearing some slant like a mug, but how I really read it as they took 12 illegals into custody, because if they were not illegal, they would have stayed. They wouldn't have been in handcuffs. They would have had not to left the premises. They would still be at work, making money. So to me, it was 12 illegals working in a restaurant that's not working there now because they were illegal. That's what I got out of all that, minus all the dramatics, the emotion, and all that. That's just my take. What say you? And please stay to the point. What say you?
I just think it was racial profiling. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna assume those 12 other people were illegal. I'm not gonna do that. They could be legally here because they did that before. I mean, they did that here just not too long ago, where the people were actually legal citizens, and they still took them.
They got released, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Now,
I mean, this happened. The way this news was reporting, this happened just that night, and they still trying to keep it open. This just happened, so the news got on it right then and interviewed the manager.
see again, I'm gonna keep it real.
So
hold on, I'm gonna see. Listen, here we go. Excuse me, audience. You one of them.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, hear me out. You one of them. You refuse to use common sense. You one of them. And let me tell you why. Even though I know the police is full of shit, for the record, I'm the first to say that. You know my lifestyle. You already know the play. I'm not even, anyway. But at the same time, at the end of the day, if you're legal, you're legal. I have one simple question. You carry your ID with you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Any legal person would. So my point is this. That's why I say you one of them.
No.
Because they wouldn't have taken them if they provided real ID, state issued ID, because they're legal, or whatever documents that they have, green card, whatever. Show it to them. Okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding, sir, ma'am. But obviously, for some reason, they didn't have their ID. And let's just say I'm being naive and they did show ID and it still wasn't enough. Let's just go let's go that far. Let's say I give you that, which is a long stretch. If they're innocent, they're gonna get let go.
So
correct?
Hold
on, answer me. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what are you talking about?
I mean, the news that just happened that night. That's not saying we don't know the conclusion of it.
I guarantee so, yeah, but we do know.
They just got taken away during that news report.
What, this news report right here?
That night. That night that it was reported.
Right.
That night that it happened, we can't assume that they were still locked up. I mean, to assume that they were illegal is to
okay,
me.
Well, let me ask you a question. See, okay, I got you. See, here you go, because I think you confusing yourself.
No, I'm not confusing
Let's say you was in a restaurant, you a Mexican, you illegal. My fault. You are legal. You're a legal Mexican, but you somehow got caught up in that net, some form of fashion. Now you down in the station, asking the question: how long? There's no right or wrong. How long do you think they're going to hold you until they realize that they made a mistake?
No.
What you mean no?
No.
What you mean no? Answer the question.
Don't even put. So you know what? The way you talking about this is making it a racist thing.
No, it's not a racist. Oh my God, that's what happened. Listen. No, I'm not trying to be funny. You listen to me. How's that racist?
It can happen with us just being black.
It's what? Oh my God, that's why I can't talk to. Man, look at her. Please don't do that. We talking about a story that's happened live. It just happened 2 weeks ago. ICE went in for one person, one illegal Mexican for sex trafficking. But they went in under the title of some compliance, something like that, which means they could racially profile, which what it basically means, anybody that looks like a Mexican, I have to ask for some credentials to prove who you are. They went in with one person, came out with 12, which tells me 12 people couldn't, 11 people couldn't produce the proper documents. That's common sense. Can we at least agree to that? That's what happened, whether we agree with how it was done or not. But Donald Trump signed the executive order, which gave ICE the right to go out and woo-to-woo. Somehow his name came up. They knew where he worked, and they went to go get him. But when they got there, damn, it's 11 more Mexicans here. Even though it sounds fucked up, it's racial profiling under the disguise of they have the right to check the work enforcement, whatever they called it. We can go back and listen to it. So now they can ask them for their ID. Evidently, they didn't have the ID, and they swooped them up. Now, if they made a mistake, they will get let go. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I would.
So that's all I'm saying. So how is that crazy? That's what happened. But I doubt very seriously, I will say this, I doubt very seriously that it was one person. I mean, it's going to be an innocent bystander.
Listen,
I think they all were illegal.
Listen, that's how you feel. I don't feel that way.
Okay, so I got you. So okay, now we just hypothetically speaking. So you think 11 of them, all 11, forgot their ID?
It was an additional 12.
No, it wasn't an additional 12. It was a total of 12. It was they went in for one person, but they came out with 12 because they ID'd 11 other ones, and they didn't have. I guess they didn't meet the criteria.
Evidently, well, you know what? They may have had ID, but it probably wasn't the ID that they was looking for.
Okay, I said that. So which means when they go down there,
so they're
going to have other ways to prove themselves.
Yeah, they got it. They probably. I mean, at 9 times
they're legal.
9 times out of 10, even though they may have some ID, some kind of identification on them.
Okay.
They don't have a computer database with them right there, so they're not checking them right there on the spot to make sure that they ain't got nothing else, ain't no warrants or anything else like that. So far we together, right? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So yeah. Down to the station.
So yeah, we gonna take care of everybody.
Exactly.
Even though you got ID,
we gonna take everybody and run your name in the database.
We gonna run you when we get down there.
Yes. Okay.
And if you good, we'll see you.
Exactly.
But to assume that all of them already out the gate. That's what I'm saying. What you doing is out the gate, you saying that they illegal. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they are legal. Okay, but I'm not. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, y'all took 11 other people for one. Y'all got okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. You know what? That's just like being in a car full of niggas. To me, that's just like being in a car full of
You one of them. You one of them.
Nah.
Ooh, you one of them.
Boy, you already know back in the day, if we was 4D, we getting jammed up.
That's going on
and
now.
Everybody
but that's irrelevant. That's going on right now. So that's irrelevant,
but I'm just saying.
You so caught up, man. You one of them. Ooh. You one of them.
No,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm not gonna assume that everybody is just illegal out the gate. That's all I'm
assuming
saying.
it, and I have the right to assume because it's publicized. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, when you assume times out of 10, you're being an ass.
No, I hear you. I don't think so.
Ass.
Based on I tell you what.
The beginning of the word is ass.
I have the right. I got you. I let this shit go over my head. I ain't tripping about that shit. I have the right to change my mind once new evidence presents itself.
Exactly.
As of right now, it's called the domino effect. I think all of them is illegal. Alleged. You could call it I ain't gonna say alleged shit. I think all of them illegal. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna stick with the story. I'm gonna try to find answer to it to see if all of them were. But 9 times out of 10, based on the climate that's going on right now, all they ass was illegal. I ain't gonna say I'm hoping I'm wrong because I mean it is what it is. But they'd be all right if they were correct and came in the right way with the green card or whatever they got. And the reason I feel this way is the same reason that you made your statement. Well, they do. The black folks like, yeah, we got done like this all the time. Exactly. Unfair as it is. Exactly.
Right.
If they innocent, they gonna be all right.
But I'm saying, even at that, even if one was bad, they taking everybody anyway. even though everybody else is good.
See, now I'm not getting even lie. Now let's have the conversation. Let me lower my tone a little bit. Now let's have the conversation. I think you giving them, I think you making it harsher than I really am. I'm really giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm really saying that they asked for ID and they didn't have any. You saying that they showed ID and the ICE agents didn't buy it. I'm saying if it was some true legit ID, whether it's a green card legitimately or whether it's a state issued ID, they got the information to know it's real or not. They know they could scan it, and if not there, I can see that point. They could probably would take it in. So
they're gonna have to take
so
it
they're gonna have to
in.
see. So okay, I'll take that back. Okay, see on live air, I would concede because you're right. They will take them in regardless, just to make sure.
Right.
Because they don't take them in regardless, and we know how I work. They also want to get their fingerprints in the system.
In the system.
We
need to know who you are,
can get deep
so
with it.
we can track where you at.
Exactly, and so you can just have them in the system. Period.
Right.
So let's get
they may not even be in the system.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? They could have
you.
been people that's got the right paperwork.
Yeah, I got
just
you.
not in their system.
Shout out, world class.
What up, nation? What up, class? What up, Alice?
What's going on, man? Hey, but yeah. So I will concede that. So I give you that live on the air. I give you that one. Yes. So if I were them, I ain't gonna lie, it would happen. They taking them down regardless, just to put them in the system.
Right.
Just to put them in the system. That's just what that is, for real.
And that's the weed.
Now I say allegedly after that, because even though we know the end motive is to get them in the system,
right?
I have to say allegedly for that, so to protect myself. Prior to that, it wasn't no alleged shit. I said what I said, but yeah, I give you that one. Shout out to Alan Crook. Shout out to you, man. Peace to you. Yeah, so I give you that. But yeah, that story. Yeah, hey, listen. Yeah, all right. I stand on that one. Listen. We on the opposite side of the fence. Listen, I know how it go, bro. I know how it go, and I just don't have any sympathy. I'm sorry, because I know exactly what we've gone through. So why would I have empathy? Don't get me wrong, but no, I don't have no sympathy. They going through it. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry.
But you know what? But listen.
I'm listening.
Listen. Even though some of them that are or come here that may be illegal, you know what I'm saying? They come here even with the good intention of trying to help build a community, be part of this fabric that they call America.
What? Hey man, go on with that. Hey man, go on with that corny shit, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't be over there trying to no disrespect. I love you like cousins, and we are cousins. Don't be trying to get all smart and shit. Go on with that bullshit. Come on, man. But you just didn't make no damn sense at all.
All right, whatever.
At all.
Whatever.
Now try to okay. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No,
that shit sound corny.
Go
on here, cause you know that shit wasn't. Man, that shit wasn't even believable. The hell on with that bullshit.
Okay, so right now they only going after the brown. They ain't going after the white. Cause you got.
Hold on. Repeat what you just said. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Repeat what you just said. They doing what?
They going after the brown and not going after the white.
The brown what? We talking. Come on, stop talking in code.
The brown folks, the Mexicans,
the brown illegals, the illegals.
Anybody that's Hispanic that they deem illegal.
Okay, illegal. So you saying they're going after the brown? I mean, the dark colored illegals, but not going after the white
that are
illegals. Okay, just say that, man. Stop talking in code. That's what I'm saying. Just talk. So I give you that. I agree with that. Yeah. I don't see a lot of stories about the illegal Bosnians and
right.
I give you that. Okay, I just wanted you to just come on out with it and say it. It's like you was talking in code and shit. But I got you though. I give you that. I give you that.
Just being.
But again, at the same time, we know what they was doing to us. So why am I concerned with they illegal ass. I'm just being real. Why am I concerned with that? Will some innocent people be caught up in the net?
Listen.
Unfortunately, yes. But with a just system, they'll be all right. They have to get locked up a little bit, but they'll get released the same way they do us. Lock us up and tow our car for no reason. They'll be all right if they came in the right way. They just want to get you fingerprinted and do all that and get you in the system for real. I get it. That's what they're doing. They're collecting that stuff, DNA and all that, allegedly. So it is what it is. Go ahead. My fault. I'm listening.
So how? Okay. So how really how has, other than what dude is red man is spewing, how has any of those people?
Who is red man? See, you talking in cold and shit, dog. Who you talking about?
Okay. Regardless of how Trump has got the world.
That's President Trump. Be respectful. It's President Trump. If your candidate would have got in office, come on, don't do
Donald
that.
Trump.
If you're
President Trump.
Because I don't care for it because I didn't vote, but I'm just saying.
I didn't either. That's why that's why I don't have no
keep going, man. Keep going.
But anyway, like I said, man, even with him having this country going after hooping and hollering about these people that he deemed illegal, those the bad ones, even though they good, so even though some of them are here actually trying to build a family, but nevertheless, go after the ones that are here that are doing the things that are causing crime. But those that are trying to help build the society, I mean, really.
So what you're saying is, okay, I got you. Hear me. I got you. Hear me out. So you want, because I get you. I'm going to cut you off, but I got to get straight to the point. You want the president of the United States, no matter who he or she may have been, to have empathy and sympathy. Yes, you are illegal. I have a list that says you are illegal. You are illegal. I don't have a list that says you are illegal, but you have a family now. You have kids. You are working. You can't vote, but you are here. He doesn't have a list that says that. He just has a list that says you are illegal. But you want him, based on what you're saying, to have this other list. You're illegal, but you may be a good person. I got you. Okay. I give you this. President Trump was wrong to cut the program where innocent individuals were already in the pipeline. I give you that. That was wrong. I wouldn't have done that because you're already in line. So I give you that.
He didn't do it. He didn't stop that on anybody else. He didn't stop it for the Bosnians or none of them.
See, I ain't gonna say all that. See, I hear what you're saying about the Bosnians, and it might be true. And for the record, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. When I do see the illegal immigrants out there, all I see is the Mexicans and a couple of Haitians and whatnot. But also, I will say this. The white illegal aliens, they not out here making no noise. They not out here in the streets with their Bosnian and whatever nationality flag out there. They keeping a low profile. It seemed like to me, if you illegal, especially now, you should be keeping a low profile. So even though I agree with you, it doesn't appear that they're going after the pale illegal immigrants. I'm pretty sure they are. I don't know the numbers, but it would appear, here we go, that word, optically, it would appear that they're not. But I'm almost certain they are. I can't prove it. But I get your point. I definitely get your point. But my point is still this. I'm not even vested in it like that because they not tripping off us. I heard somebody say this, and it was so true. It was so true, and and I felt it because it's true. We all have people within our family, the big mamas and the uncles that live this way. But as a community and as a unit, as a culture, whenever we start out on a cause, we always include the brown and the black from the other continents, the Africans. We always include them as well. But for some strange reason, and I'm hoping it's not a divisive statement, but it is the truth, because for real, I love everybody, but it is always self-preservation first. But for some strange reasons, when they have what they have for them, it really is for them. They don't think about us. They don't. They really serious and they stay inclusive within them. Now, I'm not mad at them. I think we be tripping. Even now, the NAACP, I'm pretty sure we probably helping the Mexicans too as well. Which again, I don't want to sound bad. Help people that need help.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for the record, it is called NAACP for a reason. I'm just playing devil's advocate. But damn, you see my point just a little bit, even though you don't have to agree with what you say, babe? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Hey, I apologize, you guys. Let me go check on my dog real quick. I'm going to be right back. Let me play my little intro real quick. I'll be right back. Love you guys.
OtisWho, music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you. It was quicker than I thought it was going to be. Man, having a dog is for real. It's like having a straight up newborn in the house, man. He's what, 8 months now. By the way, my cousin is the one that got the dog for me. Well, referred me to the individual who was giving them away. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I turned the wife into a dog person. But anyway, this dude, now the wife is up there fussing at him because he didn't listen to her. But anyway, what were we talking about? Go on, my fault. I got distracted. You know, when the wife called.
We was talking about all the other nationalities.
Yeah, y'all remember now. Thank you, sir. Again, I know that probably came across kind of harsh, but again, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just very observant. Very observant, and you know me. We've been around each other for a long time. You know, I'm not a racist at all.
No,
I just keep him. Come on now, and you not.
No,
come on now.
No.
So and
how can I?
Exactly. So with that being said, we just having a conversation, and I've been on this earth long enough and I've seen this.
Right.
And that person that said it, I forgot who it was. I wish I could give him credit, but when he said it, it hit home. That was tough.
I got you.
We don't. We do. We are very exclusive. We like to my fault, inclusive. I'm sorry. We like to include people.
Right.
Instead of working on our own. Man, how am I finna go there? Because it's so simple, it's complicated. But you get what I'm saying though.
Listen. Just like even with the conversations out here. Just like with the conversations that they was having with on Sharon.
Sharon Bracey show?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Sharon Bracey. Yeah. So go subscribe to him if you're listening. You guys, but anyway, go ahead. You better bring up a good point too.
Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that we have is if we come together, if we try to talk about coming together.
Oh, here we go.
If we even try to talk about coming, listen, dude.
Man, here we go.
Somebody's gonna tell somebody else.
What are you talking about?
Somebody's gonna tell the other side what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Even if we decided, you know what, it's time for us to start getting within ourselves. We need to start thinking about working with each other. Even if we got to do it covertly to change how things are going on with our youth. Number one, first and foremost, and so I mean, I'm like this. Even if somebody came forward to try to drive a revolution within our people, to start coming together and start building together again, there would be a problem. That would be a problem within itself within this country.
I'm trying to find this. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry because I got to save you from yourself. Next story, cause your ass, you be rambling like a motherfucker. Bless your heart. Excuse my French. Hopefully I don't get a.
But I'm just saying.
Nah, you ain't. Nah,
you
ain't. Nah, you ain't. I'm sorry. Nah,
man,
you
know what?
Nah, I don't know nothing. No, I don't think you do either.
You know what?
Bless
You
your
don't
heart.
let me say what I say.
It take you way too long to get there, sir. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about this next story here. It ties right on into the previous story. Yes, let's get straight. Let me see here. Let's get straight into it. Shout out to before I say this, hopefully I won't get copy struck. He won't call in on me. But shout out to Anton Daniels. I found this story on. Matter of fact, if I could, let me see if I could. Hold on, give me 1 second. If I could find the doggone story myself, because he usually listed in his notes down at the bottom. Nope, he don't have it. Okay, well that's fine. We're gonna talk about it here. Let's get straight into it. Hopefully this is the right point. Let me see here. Let me see. All right, here we go. Check this out.
More breaking news at 10. Just within the last 45 minutes, the city of Memphis addressed a widely circulating video of employees at Taco and Ghana's being taken by federal agents. You're looking at it. The restaurant posted this video late today of the incident at its Cordova location. It's got a lot of people across the city asking questions about ICE in Memphis. Let's go to Fox 13 Sierra Jordan live at the location tonight with what we've learned in the last couple of hours. So, Sierra, what is the city saying about this video? Is this legit?
Yeah, Daryl, Homeland Security investigations confirmed that they were detained by ICE agents. You could.
If you see a place where it says tacos, ganas, it's a strong possibility that I can find me some illegal migrants over there.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Stop right there. Now, I don't know if you can consider that a racist statement, but we know, and there are plenty of Mexican food trucks here in the St. Louis area. Right. Now, let me ask you a question. Not even trying to be funny. Not even trying to be funny. Because trust me, they have the same conversations about us. When you see food trucks with that nationality or the festivals that they have down on Gravois and Jefferson,
right?
Does the legal immigrants come across your mind?
Never have.
Never have, really? See, that's what I'm saying. See, again, you proved it. You one of them. Yeah. Which is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What I mean by one of them, you just you of the like-mindedness of the left side. That's what I mean by you one of them, which is fine. You definitely have them liberal views. Now, yeah, I'm messing with you at the same time. But let me see if I can get past him talking, because I don't want him to really. Okay, here we go. Let me see if they talking. Hold on.
Inside of this Tacos and Ghana's truck, but like I said before, it has been closed all day because they were detained this morning by the 4 ICE agents. Now, Tacos and Ghana's posted this security video on their social media. 4 undercover men entered a Tacos and Ghana's truck at 1050 North Germantown Parkway just after 9:30. 3 Tacos and Ghana's employees were working inside the truck. Moments later, the federal agents came inside, took their phones, and forced the employees to leave the truck. Now, according to Tacos and Ghana's, they did not leave behind any identifying information or paperwork, but the city of Memphis confirmed this action was carried out by federal agents. Now, Now, Fox 13 spoke with a Latino activist who says the recent ICE raids across the country has been sparking fear within the Latino community.
All right, that's all I'm going to show on that. But I will say this about that picture, and that ties into what that's why I love these conversations, because that ties into what we were talking about not too long ago when you made the statement that they could have had the right ID. They was going to take them anyway. Now, based on what we just saw, ICE went in, saw some Mexicans, didn't ask them for no ID, just took them. You saw what happened. If you don't believe me, go back and watch it. Well, see, again, you one of them. It's not kidnapping technically because there's an executive order and they doing their job. Right. They being ICE. So, with that being said, I will concede and acknowledge when, again, what did I say? When new evidence presents itself, I have the right to change my mind and my statement. So I will change my statement. I was under the impression, real deal, that they was asking for their ID.
Right.
Based on what I just saw.
No.
What I just saw. And that's why they are careful. You heard, now, whoa. You see the title. Let me see. Ooh, they so smart. Whoa, bear with me. Yeah. Oh, they so smart. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull it up on the full screen. Hold on. They so smart. Hold on. They smart. Let me pull this up here. Smart. Watch this. Hey, watch this. They use the word detain. Feds detained. Whatever that word is, because I stutter like a mug. I probably have a seizure. Feds detain Tacan employees. Detain.
Taco Ganas.
It don't matter. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
The point is, we know what the word detain mean.
Yeah.
The trick word that police use.
Yeah.
No, you're not under arrest. Here we go. You're not under arrest. You're just detained.
Yeah.
So they didn't even ask for any ID. Wow. They're going to ask for the ID when they get down to the station after they run your fingerprints, put you in the system. Oh, my God.
That's probably what they did at the other place.
Listen, I'm just objective. I'm just reading what I'm reading. I'm watching what I'm watching. Now
the optics of that will make you think that's what they did when they went and got the one for the warrant. With the warrant, but they snatched everybody else up.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what they did. I see it, but at the same time, again,
one go, all go.
I don't have an issue with it. That's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Take your ass down to the station, get fingerprinted, make sure you are who you are. And if you are,
tag you, let you go.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing they do to us. Is it right? Of course not. But they'll be all right. But if you're illegal, yeah, it's right. It is what it is. You're illegal. Again, I like using this analogy. I like using it. Me, I know what a bench warrant is. It's a bad feeling. A bench warrant means you have a warrant out for your arrest, but it's not a knock warrant. It's not important. They're going to catch you when they catch you. You get those for not showing up in court. I have a lot of those back in the day.
Right.
So with that being said, you get that gut feeling in your stomach every time the police is around you. They could just be in your vicinity because you know you got that bench warrant. And if they ask for your ID or whatever, or they say you didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign, even though you did, and they run your name, you know your ass finna go to jail. And it's always at the wrong time. You always got somewhere to go. You always on your way to somewhere when you get stopped. And you like, damn, you got to make that phone call. Baby, I ain't gonna make it. Or call the job. Damn, I ain't gonna make it to work. But depending on what the fuck you done did, you won't be at work for a while. So my point is this.
Might not be home.
So my point is this. The illegal immigrants have been walking around with a damn bench warrant for years. For years. For years. And you're getting what you're getting. Hopefully your paperwork is in order. But if it's not, your bench warrant is up. You got to go pay the piper. Hopefully you had a lawyer prior to hand, because I've been in them situations too, where I knew I was going to get caught eventually. So make sure you get the lawyer on arraignment or the equivalent based on your situation. It happens. I ain't trying to be funny. It happens if you're planning on doing it the right way. For those of you that were doing it the right way, you started off the wrong way, but you came around and you took up the program that was available for you, and you was in line and you was there, and then he just came and cut it. That's effed up. I ain't even lie. I feel for you. Damn, I feel for you. Hopefully that's just temporary. I really do. Hopefully it's just temporary. So I give you that one. But everything else, I'm sorry, bro. I don't have no empathy for. I mean, I have empathy, but I don't have no sympathy. Because again, hey, but I get your plight. I swear to God I do. Yeah. But yeah, I just found those two stories interesting, especially the first one, because the first one was so close to home. It was closer to Kansas City, but yeah, it happened here in Missouri nonetheless. And of course, there's thousands of stories like this.
But yeah, that's the ironic thing.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, yeah, let me
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the ironic thing, man. It's crazy that most of these stories that we hearing about them hitting up, even here, local, even here, when they hit, is all the authentic Mexican restaurants. Y'all running up in these places, disrupting their money.
Again, let me ask you a question. Again, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just playing devil's advocate. You just made a statement. You said they're running up in these the authentic Mexican restaurants, which, okay.
They ain't running in Taco Bell.
Okay, so you just answered my question. Okay, I got you.
They ain't running in no Taco Bell looking for nobody.
Okay, I got you.
Hispanic.
At least not yet anyway. But my point is this. So you made a statement that they are running into these Mexican restaurants. Well, don't you think that's the best place to go? Because that's where 9 times out of 10 they're going to be working. Because one thing about their community, which I do respect about their community, even though they don't respect us, and it's been proven because they've been making statements like it ain't crazy, that they do stay within their own community.
Right.
They do help one another. Right. So, of course, if I have a legal restaurant that I ain't paying taxes on, and my brother or sister by blood, not necessarily by family lineage, and or by family lineage, because you are the brother or uncle that made it over, and now your family comes. Now, I mean, I get that. I get that. I can see where you would go to that business. Of course, I'm going to go there. Yeah. And if your paperwork in order, you good.
Right.
And I don't understand.
And if your paperwork was being processed, you jacked.
Yeah, unfortunately. Wow. Yeah.
You was almost there.
Hey.
You was almost there.
Hey.
And this dude pulled the rug from up under you.
Yeah, listen. Again, I hope it's not a long pause or whatever. I don't think it's terminated. I could be wrong. I don't want to use the wrong word, but hopefully it's just suspended. That's the word I'm looking for. Hopefully it's just a suspension. Hopefully he would reopen that program and everybody won't lose their spot. I don't know the odds of that, but yeah, on its surface, again, it doesn't look well optically. Also, touch base on it again. The 4-star general of color that he fired and replaced with a less experienced general, which he has to
Lieutenant
go.
General.
Yeah, lieutenant general. Again, optically, it doesn't look well at all. I will be the first to say that and acknowledge that. It doesn't look good at all. I have to wait and see like everybody else. But no, it don't look good.
No.
But again, I understand it. I understand it, and that is not being a double-minded individual. I understand it. I understand who's in office. Of course, let's keep it real. If you don't align with my policy or my agenda, I don't want you by me. But at the same time, me keeping it real, let me back up a little bit. That's how Trump thinks. He's proven that. Of course, I halfway think that. Of course, I want my individual that aligns with me. Yes, I do. But I also don't want a yes man. I want somebody on this other side to not fight against me just to fight against me, but to also just to be honestly and bring that ulterior side. Bring it. Let me hear it. So I could come up with the opposition to see if it's going to hold water. You need that. You do. You really do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still want the individual that aligns with your agenda. So anyone that don't understand that, I don't understand why you don't understand that.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. So again, optically, it doesn't look good. It doesn't. It doesn't. But let's wait and see. But again, he has been there for 2 presidential terms. Trump was the one that I believe put him in there.
Yeah.
Or was it vice versa?
No.
Did Biden do it and Trump
No. Trump put
him in there and Biden kept him. Right. So, I mean, is it so I don't know.
That's being unbiased president there.
Let me see. You being sarcastic? Yeah, all right. All right. Listen.
But listen, I asked this question. With all the stuff that he was talking about, he want to do over there in Israel and all that, in Gaza and all that, move them people out of there and all that other crap. Does anybody honestly think that 4-star general, CQ General Brown, was gonna let that man pull that kind of stunt off? No, that man would have stopped him at every corner. We're trying to pull that off.
Well, I mean, only first for the
That's
record.
why he let him go.
Well, for the record, see, okay, Alan Crook said no. Okay, I'm not gonna even lie. I could admit when I say I'm not that well versed in this topic, far as what's going on, and based on what you just said, I know the basic bare necessity. So I'm not the one to have that dialogue back and forth with you. I'll be the first one to admit that. It sounds like Alan Crooks knows exactly what you're talking about when it comes to this, the war and things like that. I got you. But I still put it back to this. And we both agreeing with this. He wants someone that aligns with his agenda.
Exactly.
And I still stand on what I said yesterday. There are, even though Trump may want to do something as radical as whatever that radical thing may be, because we all know how Trump is.
Yeah.
I'm not naive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and I know it probably sounds naive. Again, the opposition, the people of people of opposite mind thought processes, but coming with the real and challenging you to see if you could come with the answer to object what he or she is saying. If you can't object what he or she is saying objectively, realistically, you shouldn't follow through with what you're trying to do realistically. So I will hope that we'll get through like it's been done for as long as there has been a joint chiefs of staff.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
And hold
am I naive for feeling that way?
No. But
That's
hold
what
on.
I would think
Hold on.
would happen.
Yeah.
So to make it seem like the country is in danger and this premise of he's trying to turn it into a dictatorship, which would never happen, to me, that's fear-mongering. Anyone that uses the term, he's trying to turn it into a dictatorship. How in the heck that's going to happen? Of course that's not going to happen. Yes, he does have a king edifice or air about himself. He wants to be a king. No, this is a president. We all know, I ain't finna get deep. This is a corporation. It's called the president for a reason. Not prime minister, not king or queen.
No.
President. Do your research. I digress.
He is only to preside.
Right. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. We ain't trying to get deep. But with that being said, yes, that good information is going to get through to the president. He's not going to start a war. I don't believe we are in any danger or any closer to a war when he was in office and now that he's in office for the second time. I really don't believe that. Do you? Do you feel that we're any closer to war since he's been in office or going to war?
I'm not. It's too early to call it. It ain't. He ain't even been in here 90 days.
No,
yet.
I'm talking about the president. The president. Okay, I got you.
He ain't even been in here 90 days yet. It's too early to call it.
Well, based on this track record, he's been in office for 4 years. 8 years ago.
He hasn't talked about starting.
4 years ago. Okay. Well, okay, I got you. Okay, but go ahead.
But
talk to me.
All I was gonna say was, you know what? Remember, the U.S. is supposed to be giving Ukraine some fighter jets to help them with this ongoing situation that they got going on with Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you think? That man can. It's gonna be real messed up when that man decide he gonna pull that back from him. Not gonna give it to him.
What you mean, pull? First of all, he don't have the power not to pull it.
Well, we'll give him. Okay, well, if they give it to him, they gonna be some junks. They're gonna be some junks. They're gonna be getting the junks.
Yeah. Listen, I digress. We digress on that. We ain't gonna get too political. Cause I gonna say like I said, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know that much about it. You know what I'm saying? I realize I ain't my country's biggest problem. Man, hey, but yeah, how long it's been? Okay, shit, 2 hours. Okay, but yeah, I think that's. Hey, man, what time is it? Ooh, it's 3:46. Okay, all right,
3:45.
Yeah,
at your door.
Listen, I thank you guys for real. I really do for tuning in as usual. Thank you to the usual. Again, shout out to Alan Crooks. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. World class. If you're still here, thanks for coming through. Shout out Calm Cloud Shell. I definitely appreciate you. Jonesy for more. You came over from Sharon's show earlier, and also World Class. I appreciate you. I thank you. I really, really do. Let me play this for you real quick. I need to get some more things too. Hey, I appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thanks, man.
Yes, I appreciate you. Any last words? Make it quick and not boring. Go.
Enjoy the night, y'all.
Okay, that was nice and sweet. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Listen.
Oh, culture. Culture.
Oh, what up? What up, New World? I mean, new Culture Empire. Shout out to you. Hey, thanks for coming through, man. Damn, you coming at the end, man. I'm about to get off. Hey, but I do appreciate you for coming through, though. Thank you. We definitely try to support each other. I'll be popping up over there. Hey, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you. But I'm about to get off now. But with that being said, again, had to get this little spiel out the way. if you enjoyed the show or would like to support the show, you see the two QVR codes. Please scan them if you feel free. And if you would like to, go right ahead, buy your boy a cup of coffee. That's the bottom QVR code. Or you can send a cash app at the top one, or do a super chat, whatever you choose to do. But if you do select on the coffee mug, the coffee QVR code, I have stories and articles that I actually do based on my other channels like Bite Size News, along with other OtisWho podcast episodes in that QVR code. So feel free to click on that. And I definitely do appreciate you. And I would definitely be back tomorrow. Until next time.
OtisWho. Music.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.